The Detroit Lions have several players hitting the injury report for week 4. And I'm going to tell you all about them and what's going on right now. We've got Taylor Decker, Sion Vaky, Daniel Thomas, Aiden Hutchinson, Elcadine Muhammad, and others that we're gonna give you the deets right here, right now, in just a few moments.
Pressured by Hutchinson, he goes down again.
Into this video, like the stream, and do us a favor and send us some comments after the video. We're going to be giving away 2 tickets to a Detroit Lions home game this year, and that's once we hit 10,000 subscribers. So please help us get there, and if you put a comment in, you'll be entered into the drawing when it does happen. All right, week 4. Lions getting ready for the old Brownies, and it's not without injury. It's not without concern. It's not without problems. But I think that we can get over it. I'm hoping, right? Lions listed left tackle Taylor Decker with a shoulder, Elcadine Muhammad with a knee, Daniel Thomas with a forearm, Sion Vaky with a groin, Derek Barnes with a knee, DJ Reed was cramping, but he was a full participant, and he also dropped the knee injury designation that made him questionable for Monday night. Let's dig a little deeper into each one because some of these are worse than others, right? Let's talk about Daniel Thomas first. His forearm is broke, and so he's underwent surgery this morning, I believe, and he's done. So he's out probably at least 6-7 weeks, I would assume. There was no report on his availability, which, I mean, Anzalone went through this whole thing. You know what it's going to take. It's a minimum of 6 weeks. And by the time he's ready to come back, I'm sure, would have already moved on and signed somebody else anyway. So it just sucks because we got the guy and you know, like week 1, he broke a bone in his hand and he's playing with a cast there. And quite honestly, that's probably what caused the broken forearm, playing with a cast on your hand and having to use your forearm more to do things as opposed to using your hand, you know, whether it's tackling or whatever. And then week 3. You know, Monday night, apparently this injury popped up throughout the game at some point. I don't remember hearing anything about it, but hey, they're saying it happened. It happened. He had surgery. He's done. And that sucks because I thought he's playing pretty well. I mean, for a guy I knew nothing about before he got here. The most glaring news, right, is Elcadine Muhammad and the fact that he's listed with a knee injury. He was listed as a non-participant in practice today. Take a deep breath. I will too. Okay. Elcadine Muhammad. Problem is, today was just a walkthrough. So there's really no way to list him. I mean, it's all speculation, I guess. There's really no way to list him as any other way than questionable because he didn't do a whole lot today. Now, that doesn't mean that they can't test the player off to the side and figure out what's going on and hand out a better injury report. But I don't know. I'd say no news is probably better news from that perspective. If he has some bumps and bruises, okay, I'm sure he'll heal up. He'll be ready by Sunday. I didn't see anything happen in this game. I thought he finished the game. The only thing that I can think about is Aiden and Muhammad and others were getting like these low crackback or low blocks against the knees or near the knees, lower than the thigh. And it happened more than once. And Aiden got folded up at one point too. So it's possible that maybe they either bumped knees with somebody or, you know, took a helmet to a knee or shoulder pad or something, right? So let's just hope it's contusion based, not soft tissue based, and that he should be okay. Official status is questionable, and as they get into more practice this week, obviously we'll get more information. They did first report it on Tuesday, though, so it's not like it's new information, but they did, first report it on Tuesday. It's just like I said, the whole non-participant designation thing. It just means it's an estimate. It's not really an actual status because that doesn't come out for a couple days. It's obviously a concern, though, because we're so thin already at certain areas. I think we're extremely deep in defensive tackle, so they could do something. It's just we're getting kind of thin now. We still have Josh Pascal coming back, right? And we have Aleem McNeil coming back. Video coming out about Aleem here in a little bit. And I think we're okay. And I think he'll be okay. I'm rolling with that. But Aiden also had a knee injury, had ice on his knee after Monday night's game. According to him, despite, and he's not even on the injury report, which is good. But he said that he was good after the game, or shortly after the game. And he did play 93% of the snaps. So maybe same thing for Muhammad happened to him. Maybe he took a helmet on the knee or shoulder pad on the knee or got rolled up, whatever. And maybe it's just more contusion-like. He said it was irritated, and I'm not sure what he would have irritated it from unless he did suffer something in the week 2 game versus the Bears. So we'll have to pay attention to that one and see where it goes, see how he's performing. And then there's Taylor Decker, right? Taylor Decker's been battling this shoulder injury for several weeks, honestly several months, because he had the offseason shoulder surgery that was apparently healed, and then after week 1, he was banged up already, and it has not gone away. Now, he has suited up for all the games, played pretty well in both games, might I add, so that's positive, right? This is most likely rest is what I'm saying, or what I'm seeing, or what I'm thinking here, because it was the same thing that they did last week, and he seemed fine. You do want to give the guy more rest anyway, because he is an older vet. He understands what he's doing. As long as he gets his running in and stays healthy from week to week, it's not like he has to be in practice. You know, he can do all the walkthroughs and that, but he doesn't have to go do any hitting or, you know, anything crazy. And then there's Vaky, man. Come on. Like, what's going on here with this guy? There is so much potential in Sion Vaky. He gets back from an injury, finally gets to suit up in a game, and he's out again. This time, I think it's a groin, right? I think it's a groin injury. He didn't return in the game, and he's been dealing with hamstring issues since training camp, and the Lions really didn't have a firm update on his status after returning to Allen Park on Tuesday, so it is what it is. You know, we just don't know. We'll probably find out more tomorrow. Oh, by the way, Taylor Decker was the second best tackle in week 3. Second best tackle in week 3. Huge game for him. Absolutely a huge game for him. I do have a piece coming out on Taylor Decker too. Muhammad, you know, he earned that game ball. Had a phenomenal 2.5 sack game. Like I said, let's hope he's not down, man. That was such a good game from him and everybody else on that defensive line, getting after Lamar the way they did. Let's talk about DJ Reed here for a second. Now, DJ Reed, who was listed as a full participant today, again, just a walkthrough after managing a knee issue of his own throughout the last week. He still played in the regular season game on Monday night, he played in a regular role on Monday night. He didn't have a limited role or anything. He's been cleared from the report, though. That's good news. So the best positive news we have on this report is that DJ Reed is off the report. And then there's Derek Barnes, who obviously missed a lot of last season with a significant knee injury. Everyone's got a knee injury or has had a knee injury. Opened the week this week, limited as a participant, all right? Limited participant. And even that might be an encouraging sign, right? Maybe. It's better than questionable, I guess. But the Lions made a couple of moves just to secure a couple of guys. So we brought up Ross Dwelly from the practice squad to the 53-man. He's a tight end. I don't know jack squat about the guy. I'm even surprised that they brought him up. So that either tells me maybe something's going on with somebody else, or we're going 22 and 21 personnel against the Browns, which I'm going to love that. And that's probably what it means. And then Quentin Jefferson. The Lions signed a defensive lineman today, Quentin Jefferson, to the practice squad to add some more depth. He did visit the team yesterday. So that's it. That is your, well, up-to-the-minute injury report here at 6 p.m. on Wednesday night. I'll let you guys know if there's any breaking news or anything that changes. But right now, I'm encouraged. I don't think it's anything to freak out about right now. Well, we need to Lee McNeil back. He's up next.
Pressured by Hutchinson. He goes down.